The Nikon F is a landmark camera both technologically and culturally. Originally released by the Nikon Corporation in 1959, this camera uses 35mm film. Before the digital camera sensor, which is found in most modern tech products, taking pictures was a fully mechanical and chemical process. The Nikon F introduced many breakthrough features such as interchangeable prisms, automatic return mirrors, and a robust build, all for an affordable price. These features made the camera extremely versatile and easy to use for many different types of photography. For almost 20 years, the Nikon F was the go-to choice for working photographers. However, the line of photography that fit the Nikon F perfectly was photojournalism, which includes news, sports, and war photography. The camera was chosen by many photojournalists because it was so reliable. The Vietnam War was dominated by the Nikon F because it was so reliable. For the first time, soldiers could easily take pictures while off at war because of its ease of use and small form factor. A prime example of a photojournalist is Don McCullough. He is touted as the greatest living war photographer. He photographed 50 plus years of conflicts, including the Vietnam War. While in Vietnam, he once raised his camera to his eye just as a Vietnamese sniper was about to shoot him. His camera absorbed the bullet and literally saved his life. This is that camera. Don McCullough captured what it was like to live through conflict from both sides, capturing the sadness, fear, and shock that results from conflict, and is breathtaking because it shows the ugly side of humanity. These photographs froze a moment in time that would be otherwise forgotten. They serve as a reminder as to what we have been through and what we have done as a collective. Compared to other forms of records, photographs show exactly what happened, opposed to other forms of recording which are an interpretation of what happened. The Nikon F was also very popular amongst artists and fashion photographers. While I don't believe that a great camera takes great pictures, I do believe that a great photographer can use a great camera to take a great picture. This is a photo from an issue of Vogue magazine. In the 1970s and 80s, there was a new wave of fashion and street photographers because the Nikon F was so cheap and easy to use. This photo of the Beatles is by Henry Grossman. Fine art, street, and fashion photography are more staged and fabricated than the rawness of photojournalism. This more artistic side to photography is focused around framing life in the way the photographer sees it. Through this, photography can capture and exaggerate the nuances of life. My Nikon F was given to me by my father, who is actually younger than the camera itself. Although taking pictures with this camera costs much more than a normal digital camera, it creates a sort of urgency behind each picture because of the price. The Nikon F was a really groundbreaking camera and is still a landmark camera. It was used to capture countless important moments throughout history. Its use in the Vietnam War has provided us with the harsh consequences of war and conflict. Artists also used the Nikon F to express themselves and capture the world around them. As different as war and fashion photography may seem, they both follow the same mechanical, chemical, and emotional process. For both types of photography, a photographer saw life and captured it. Even though war is upsetting and scary, it is a part of life, and photographers like Don McCullough have a drive to capture that side of life. Every photographer strives to capture the parts of life that mean the most to them. To finish, this is a picture of Cornelius from Escape from the Planet of the Apes, holding the Nikon F. Having recently crash landed on Earth, you can see a look in his eye that can't wait to start taking pictures.